Hey guys, welcome to Proud Animator. In this video, we are going to learn how to animate this beer pouring into a glass animation in After Effects. So for that, this is the illustration we are going to use in this lesson, and this is how the layers are separated in Illustrator to prepare the file for animation. Okay, now let's jump into After Effects. So we have already imported the illustration file in After Effects, and let's get inside the composition. These are the layer separations in Illustrator, and this is the matte layer which we are going to use it as an alpha matte for the liquid inside the mug. Let's turn off the visibility for now. Now we are going to select this reflect and this line detailing, these two layers, and simply go to blending mode, change it to overlay. We are going to do the same for the shadow. Alright, it is looking even better. Now after that, we are going to select all the layer of the cup and add a null layer. So let's put the anchor point over here, and then we are going to put this null layer over here. Let's name it mug. And after that, we are going to select all the layers of the cup, parent it with mug. Now if we select it and move it around, we can move the mug. After that, we can simply select all these layers, lock it up so that we can only be able to select this one. Now we're going to select the bottle and move the anchor point over here. Okay, so before jumping on to the animation process, I would like to go in the composition settings and would like to give some extra space around. Let's increase the width and the height. Alright. Now let's also increase the background as well and rasterize it. After that, we're going to bring this bottle inside the scene. So press P to open the position, split the dimension. We're going to work with the x-axis. So let's jump on to next 1 second and start our animation from here. Press B to move the work area start. Put a keyframe over here. Then currently we are in 30 frames per second, and we are going to jump on to next 15 frames. And let's bring it out. After that, we're going to select the keyframes, go to keyframe assistant, time reverse keyframes to reverse the order of the keyframe, press F9 to change the keyframes to easy ease keyframes. After that, we're going to go in the motion graph editor and ease it, or rather I would like to decrease the ease like this. Alright, after that, press R to open the rotation, put a keyframe, jump on to next 5 frame, and I would like to move or rotate it slightly in this axis. Then let's jump on to next 5 frames again, copy and paste the initial keyframe, select the keyframes, ease it. Go to the motion graph editor. Let's give this keyframe a bit more ease, and this one let's decrease the ease a bit. Let's check out. Alright, so the same, we're going to turn on the grid so that we can track the proper center of this composition. We're going to move the cup, put the position over here, put the position over here, and at this point the cup will be exactly at the center. And we're going to convert the keyframes into easy ease keyframes and slightly increase the ease at the end. Let's check out. Maybe we can delay it a bit. Alright, now we are going to move the bottle and give it to the position from where it is going to pour the beer into this mug. So put keyframes on position and rotation, and let's jump on to next around 35 frames, and we're going to move it way high over here. Okay, we need to put keyframe on the y-axis as well this time. Alright, so select the keyframes, is this it? And go to the keyframe assistant, the motion graph editor, and we're going to give it more is this side. Let's check it how it looks. So we can give some in between frame over here to add a curve like this. Let's check out now. Let's offset the rotation a bit. Let's check out how it looks. Maybe it's too much. I would like to decrease the offset a little bit more. Now it's looking better. So after that, we're going to rotate the mug a bit as well. So let's move the playhead over here, and we're going to put a keyframe on position as well as on rotation. Let's bring a ruler over here. Press Ctrl plus R to turn on the ruler in After Effects, and I'm going to put one over here. After that, at this position, we're going to rotate it by -30, and also let's move it and place it over here so that it is properly aligned with the ruler. Let's check out the in-between keyframes. So here we might have to fix some of this. So before that, I would like to ease the keyframes, and let's give this side even more ease. Well, right now it's looking perfect. So now we're going to animate the liquid trail for the beer that is coming from inside the beer bottle. Let's make a new composition named liquid trail. Keeping the resolution something like this and keeping the frame rate as 30, press OK. Then we're going to add a new solid layer, a black colored solid layer, press OK. Then we are going to add an effect on this layer named particle playground. So we're going to apply this effect. After that, we are going to change few settings over here. The first one we are going to change is the direction, because as you can see, it is going up a bit, but it should be down or slightly curved like this, because this is going to come out from inside the bottle. Let's bring the work area end over here, and we're going to change the direction to 90. Right now, it's looking pretty nice. Let's increase the radius to about maybe 10, and we're going to add a wiggle expression on this direction random speed. So it's wiggle to 15 with the frequency of 2 and an amplitude of 15. Alright, then I would like to change the force of gravity over here. Let's give it to 1000. Alright, now after that, I would like to add some more effects over here. Let's type in Gaussian blur. So we're going to apply this Gaussian blur legacy, and then let's give the blur of around 40. After that, we're going to add a matte choker. Now we're going to change the settings. Let's give this choke one -100, and we're going to decrease it to 0. Alright, so after that, I will be placing this liquid on the scene. Now it is going to start flowing from somewhere around here. We are going to select it and put it below the bottle. Place it over here and we are going to place it below the bottle. And also I would like to change the position a bit or slightly adjust the position. At this point we are going to put a keyframe on position, and at this point it is completely rotated. We are simply going to move it over here. So we're going to make this beer fall in such a way that it is going to be one of the sides of this mug. So in this case it is slightly in the corner side, so I'm going to slightly shift it. Shift the glass somewhat like this. Alright, so now after that we are going to change the color of this liquid falling. So let's turn on the matte. We're going to give it exact same color of the matte. So add a fill color on this liquid composition. So we're going to add a fill effect and we're going to pick this color. So now we're going to select this matte layer. Let's duplicate it and let's place it above. We're going to go to create and convert it to a shape vector layer. Delete this illustration layer. We're going to slightly change the path so that it actually covers the whole portion of the liquid but do not exceed this edge. So we're going to apply this as a matte layer. Let's rename it. So we're going to change this above layer as an alpha matte. Let's turn off this matte layer and we can see it. Alright. Now after that we have to add some more liquid over here so that it is falling from this edge. And I also would like to move this cup slightly more this side. It would look even better. Let's check it now. Alright. But we have to recheck it if it's properly aligned with the ground or not. So yeah, it's not. So we have to adjust it a bit. Let's check it now. So now we're going to add a stroke over here. So let's pick the pen tool and add a stroke like this. Maybe slightly adding a curve like this. After that, we're going to pick this yellow color for the stroke and cancel the fill color. Let's rename it. Now we're going to increase the stroke width, and after that let's also change the path a bit. Let's put it over here so that it looks like it's a continuous line. Maybe go inside stroke and change this to rounded cap. After that, select this layer, apply wave wrap effect, and then we are going to change few settings over here. So let's give the height of 20, maybe the wave speed of around 2, and we are going to increase the wave width. Let's give it around 100. Alright, now after that I would also like to duplicate this effect one more time and change this to circle. And this time we are going to slightly offset it. Let's offset it by 20 degree. Alright, now after that we are going to duplicate this track matte layer, put it above and use it as an alpha matte. Right now it looks pretty nice. Of course, we are going to remove this part. So let's turn off the visibility. We are going to start the animation from here. Let's turn on the visibility and we're going to add a trim path. Put a keyframe on end, give it 0. After that, jump on to around 5 frame, give it 100. This is the keyframe and we're going to just decrease the ease at this end. Like this. Let's check it now. Maybe we can slow it down a bit. Alright, so it's looking pretty nice now. Now we are going to keep this liquid flowing animation for around 2 seconds. So from here, let's jump on to 6. And here we're going to end the animation of this flow. So we're going to put a keyframe on this particle per second, radius, and force of the gravity. Then again jump on to around 12 frames and we are going to give it 0 over here and increase the force a bit. Let's give it 3000 and we're going to give it 0. Let's check it. Alright, so we're going to select the end keyframes. Press U to open the properties with keyframes. We're going to select the end keyframes. Press F9 to erase it and we're going to decrease the ease at this end. Alright, now let's check out our animation. Okay, so now we're going to animate the fill animation of the bear. Let's press U to just close the properties and we're going to select all these liquid trail layers and put it below the reflection, maybe below the line details. And after that, we're going to add a rectangle like this. Now after that, let's rename it as well. And let's put it above. Select this matte layer, put it above and we are going to use it as an alpha matte. And after that, we're going to select this. Let's just move it above a bit. Perfect. So we're going to select this fill layer and also parent it with mug. We're going to apply an effect called wave wrap. And then we're going to change few settings over here. Let's give the height to around 20. Maybe the width about 240. And we're going to give the panning to left edge because it is going to start waving from here. And let's keep the direction somewhat like this. Let's increase the speed a bit. Let's check it. Alright. So now we are going to select the bottle or maybe the beer fill. Press U and we are going to start the fill up animation from the point it is touching the glass at the bottom, from here exactly. Now we're going to select the beer flow, open the position, put a keyframe. Let's split it as well. Let's remove the y-axis or the x-axis and simply pull it below, somewhere around here. And we're going to even add a keyframe on the path. So for that, I'm going to convert it to a Bezier path, put a keyframe at this point, and from the point it is actually stopping maybe over here or over here. So we're going to simply pull it up like this, and this time we're going to make it somewhat like this. Let's pull it down a bit. Let's give it a ease. Let's check it now. I think we can start the animation from a little bit earlier. Let's pull it above slightly at this point. Alright, and then we're going to trim this liquid flow layer till this point. Alright, now we're going to just duplicate this one more time. This two, simply press Ctrl plus D to duplicate it, and I'm going to change the color to absolute white, and maybe I'm going to change the phase to 30. Also, let's pull it below. So after that, the cup is going to be straight and the bottle is going to be again placed over here. So simply I'm going to change the position. So select the position of the bottle, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Just paste the position and rotation keyframes. Reverse the order. Let's check it now. Alright. So we're going to do the same for the mug as well. Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and we're going to reverse the time. Now one more thing I have to do over here is to just completely nullify the waves. So for that, let's select any of this and we are going to put a keyframe on height. Press U to open the keyframes, and we're going to give the height absolute 0. Also easy is the keyframes. Copy the keyframes and we're going to paste the same thing over here. Right now you can see it is actually settling down, but when it is straight, this liquid should also be straight. So we're going to do that. Now we're going to change the path at this point as well. We can even take help of the ruler, and also for this white portion, let's check out our whole animation. Okay, one more thing, we need to trim the layer a bit. So let's pull it down from here so that it is not visible before it touches the ground. And also this one as well. And then simply select the layers and trim it from the start. Maybe we can just settle down a bit slower. So we're going to select this keyframes. Maybe we are going to pull it a bit. Even for the white portion, we can slow it down even more. And select the end keyframe, and we're going to give it even more ease. Let's check it now. Alright, so like this, you can animate a beer pouring inside a mug. For the circles or for the bubbles, I have simply used circle shape layers and duplicated it multiple times. So that is it for this lesson. If you liked it, then make sure to hit the like button. If you have any doubt regarding the lesson, make sure to comment down. I will be happy to help you out. And if you are here for the first time, make sure to subscribe the channel and hit the bell notification button to stay notified for all the future updates. Until then, goodbye.